Today's video is brought to you by the word honk, as in hunker down and don't miss this video.
Okay, and we're going to hear one of the recordings. If we go down to the blue there, you can see some of the recordings that were taken. So that one is at 100 as well in that zone. So it's similar to the area that you were in terms of the decibel readings. And we're just going to play it so that everyone here can experience a little bit of what you experienced.
I had also a phantom horn blowing as an experience for a number of weeks after. Hearing them like phantom horns, I kept hearing them in my head. I also had phantom smells too.
By phantom smells or horns mean they're not there, but that's...
They're not there.
Does that accord with your recollection of the sounds when you were either in your building or walking outside?
Yes, that does accord with the sounds that were always present in my building.
In the immediate days and weeks after the end of the demonstrations, what was your experiences with horns?
Triggered by the sound of any horn now. Triggered by certain music. I had also a phantom horn blowing as an experience for a number of weeks after. Very much like that I kept hearing them like phantom horns. I kept hearing them in my head. I also had phantom smells too.
By phantom smells or horns mean they're not there, but that's...
They're not there.
I would note that many of the trucks in my vicinity had what we would describe as aftermarket horns, where the horns attached to the vehicle were much, much louder than a standard vehicle would have, and several of these trucks were idled very close to where I lived and resulted in a much more deafening sound.
Yeah, aftermarket horns, but what they didn't tell you is that they got them off of white supremacists, and each time the horn honked, it said, "Hail Hitler!"
How many guns need to be seized? How much vitriol do we have to see of honk honk, which is an acronym for Hail Hitler, do we need to see by these protesters on social media?
Honk honk, which is an acronym for Hail Hitler.
I remember very distinctly there were some confused horns.
Honk?
There were some confused horns.
Honk?
Because really, it sounds sort of crazy to attribute these kinds of descriptions to horns, but whereas before they were sure, I think, and like resounding, these were confused, almost as if, do I do it? Do I not do it? Do I do it? Do I not do it? There was a little bit more hesitation in the honking.
Honk honk.